Thank you, Tom. Nice going.
Yeah. Can't forget these, Bobby, right? Thank you, Tom. Members of the Hall of Fame Committee, honored guests, family, and friends, welcome. I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt thanks to the committee members of the Hall of Fame for selecting me. There are so many worthy candidates that are deserving of this honor, so I am deeply humbled, honored, and proud to receive such a prestigious award. It has not really sunk in yet, and it probably won't until I visit the Germani Center and see my plaque up there with all the other previous award winners. At this time, I would also like to congratulate all the other honorees on their selection into the Hall of Fame. There are so many people to be thankful for, but I will try to condense this as best I can. First and foremost, my family. My wife of 37 and a half years, Jackie, God bless you. My daughter, Christina, and her husband, Sean, my son, Michael, and my little princess, my granddaughter, Addison, even though she is too young to realize what is going on. Thank you for all your support and encouragement you gave me during my coaching tenure. I could not have achieved this honor tonight without you. To my extended family, relatives, and friends, thanks for all your kind words, prayers, and support. But my apologies have to go out to the people who had the misfortune of sitting next to my sister at the games. Many of these people today are now wearing hearing aids. Seriously, Gerald, thank you for all your prayers, novenas, and support. I'm only kidding, you know that. My only regret is that my mom and dad, my grandparents, and my Uncle Don are not here to help me celebrate. But I know they're in a better place looking down at me with big smiles on their proud faces. As any head coach will tell you, you are as good as the players and coaches around you. I was fortunate to be blessed with a plethora of good players and coaches throughout my coaching career. Far too many to mention here, but you know who you are. They made the commitment to excellence so that they can be the best they can be. This award is theirs as much as it is mine, and it was an honor and a pleasure being their coach. To my friends that are in attendance tonight, as well as the ones who could not make it, to my colleagues from the Bristol Tramps, as well as my colleagues up at Bristol Central High School, and especially to the Breakfast Club, thank you for all your support and kind words over the years. And of course, along with that goes the teasing and the ribbon I received, headed by the king himself, Bob DeSantis. When I started playing sports in my childhood and adolescence, I was fortunate to play for some excellent coaches. Some were great teachers and motivators, while others were disciplinarians and innovators. It did not matter what they were, they all wanted to make you a better athlete, but more important, a better person. So thank you to the late coaches, Tom Duncan, Frank Longo, and Bill McCooey, as well as Coach Valerio, Coach Donato, and Coach Zanke, for instilling in me at an early age the strong work ethic you need to be successful. I would be remiss if I did not mention two coaches that had a major influence on me and impacted my coaching career. Coach Valerio, I know he's over there somewhere, was my grammar school coach in basketball and baseball at St. Anthony's. He was a consummate coach. He was a mentor, teacher, motivator, innovator, disciplinarian, and not too many know this, but he was our bus driver. And if the bus broke down, he was the mechanic that fixed the bus. But more importantly, he was and still is a very close and dear friend. He taught us that there is no substitute for discipline in developing a strong work ethic. He pushed us to the limit to be the best we could be. You were tough on us, Coach, but you were always fair. During my coaching tenure, I emulated some of his philosophies as well as incorporating my own based on these early lessons I received from Coach. Coach, thanks for being there and supporting me all these years. I really appreciated all the things you did for me. The second person that had a big impact on my coaching career was Tom Moylan. Tom was the person that actually got me started in coaching along with Mr. Monahan in 1973 by asking me to be his assistant for boys soccer. I thought it would be a 1 or 2 year gig. And some 38 years later, I was still coaching. We coached alongside each other for over 25 years where we developed a strong bond. Tom was a big brother to me, and he allowed me the freedom to coach and do things my own way. The many talks that we had about player personnel, going over various strategies and insights into the game were impeccable. No matter what the situation was, whether it was a bad game, a tough loss, or not playing to our potential, Tom would always take the time and find something positive to say. He was one of the few people who could talk to me after a tough loss and put everything in its proper perspective. I can't tell you how much I appreciated everything you did for me to help me become a better coach. We had a great run, brother, and you were a big part of it. It was a pleasure and honor coaching with you all these years. Thanks, brother. In closing, as you get older and somewhat wiser as a coach, you realize that it's not always about the wins and losses. But did you have some kind of positive impact on these young adult athletes? Did you prepare them for life after sports and teach them the values you need in life to be successful? I just hope that in some small way, I was able to instill in them what my coaches instilled in me, that life is full of ups and downs, highs and lows, and that you're going to get knocked down time and time again. But what matters most is how many times did you pick yourself back up and do it over and over and over again until you can be the best you can be. Then and only then can you find peace with your inner soul. I will remember and cherish this night for the rest of my life. Thank you. Thank you.